Welcome to Edifying Truth Messages with Pastor Obina Michael, a collection of highlights from sermons by Pastor Obina Michael. Each short video contains illuminating, life-transforming and practical truth that uplifts your spirit man and spurs you to action.
Who is a forerunner? A forerunner, listen, when we say forerunner, we're not saying we are in a relay, running a 200-meter inter-house sport. Oh yeah, on your mind, set, kaku. That's not what I'm talking about. A forerunner is a being, is a person. A forerunner is not a spirit. A forerunner is a spirit in a human. A forerunner is one who is ordained by God to go ahead of a grace or a move to speak about it for it. A forerunner is one ordained by God to go ahead of a grace. That means he saw the grace and went ahead of it and started speaking for it. Started telling people about it in the village. Before a king would do anything, those days, not today, they have what we call a town crier. A town crier is a typical example of a forerunner. Before you, if you are the one that is ever going to bring up something in the body of Christ, if you are the one that will bring something in the family, God will send a forerunner first to bring an announcement and let people know that someone or something is coming. A forerunner is not a machine. A forerunner is a human, but there's a spirit in this human. Like Job says, there is a spirit in man. There is something in that person. Every forerunner carries an ability to see things that ordinary men do not see because they have a grace working for them. If your ministry will ever explode to the regions of the world, there must be a forerunner who is sent to precede the announcement. The three major assignments of a forerunner is: number one, to announce; number two, to prepare; the third one, to warn. Can you see? The first one is to announce. Something is coming. Something is coming. I may not know where, but something is coming. Saul has failed God. Saul had failed God. Saul is no longer the choice of God. Saul is no longer the king of Israel. Saul is no longer needed by God. Someone must sit on the throne. Who then must be that person? Then God went to Samuel and said, I have found me. I have found me. That means there was a search party. There was an announcement that went. I found me a man after my own heart. He says, stand up, go to the house of Jesse. There, go and anoint for me the one that will be king. I came to pick some people here today. I'm not sent probably to all of you who might be listening to come touch. But there are those that will catch my word. There are those that will catch the spirit. There are those that will catch the breath. There are those that will catch the sound. There are those that will catch the song. But can I tell you something? Everyone must be soaked because there's a rain falling. I will not permit you to live here ordinarily. If you leave this place without holding something, that you are the engine room of your next generation, you are the next one to bring something, then I did not fulfill my assignment. Pastor Ho, your forerunner could be your mother. It could be your father. That the day you were born, while you were still in the womb, haven't you heard of account of people? Their mother went to the market. She was carrying them. Carrying him or her, and someone approached and said, Madam, sorry, with all due respect, this son is too much, for you are carrying a king. Treat this king well. Say, Madam, I don't understand what you're saying. He has just announced to you that you are a forerunner. You are to make something. Remember the three assignments: announce, prepare, and warn. Then you find an angel was sent. When God won't find any functionary to send, he sometimes send angels. The mother of Samson was on her way. She had been trusting God for a child. Then a man came. It was a man. And he said, you are going to conceive. But you have an assignment. That child is unique. Don't drink alcohol. And no razor must touch his head. That is a warning. Because you are going to be the forerunner of that child. You are going to be in front telling people, this child I carry is a special child. It says, for this child shall judge Israel, shall judge Israel, shall judge Israel, shall judge Israel. Hannah was a forerunner to the man Samuel. Who is your forerunner? Who foresaw before you were born? Who saw the where you are right now? Who saw the move of your life? Who saw the next 5 years? Who is seeing the next 10 years of your life? I came as some people's forerunner to let you know, until there's an announcement, there is no breaking forth. Someone must tell people about you. Some of you are about to make the next billions of your life. Some of you are about to travel out of this country. But there is a forerunner who is the person announcing. Not only announce, who now prepares. Apart from preparing, who warns. Because the three major assignments is to announce, the second is to prepare, and the third is to warn. A forerunner must be a prudent man because he must carry the ability to foresee evil. If you are parents here and you are a forerunner to that your first child, even though you have a ministry and a calling. And what do? You must guide a child. Guide a child. Train up a child in the way. There is a way. What way? The way prepared by heaven for that child. If your forerunner does not have an insight, your destiny will be truncated. Brothers and sisters, I put it to you. You wouldn't have suffered what you're suffering. You would have escaped what you went through if you identified your forerunner. Because one of the things that the forerunner must do is not only to announce that there's greatness in you, is to prepare you for the greatness. A destiny not prepared is a destiny that will be aborted. If nobody prepares you for what is coming, then I tell you, it will be gone.